So originally I was going to cover a video relating to the lore behind Visions, but seeing as I want to wait for at least Lila to officially come out to reevaluate my arguments, I want to focus on something else right now. And it just so happens that I have another video to cover. So a TikTok user named Tapioca Pudding, aka Tavi, made a video regarding what she saw was a plot hole within Genshin's story and lore involving Zhongli, aka the Geo Archon, and Nahida, aka the current Dendro Archon. Her argument was how Zhongli, a man who is shown to want to preserve history, has dealt with the effects of erosion as seen with Azadol, and knows Gova, didn't go off to say Nahida when she was imprisoned by the sages of Sumeru. To be more exact,
This man didn't go get Nahida out of Sage Baby Jail for 500 years, but can recognize Golba. What? He got her job before saving his friend.
So what's the problem with this? Well, simply put, it shows that Tavi didn't pay attention to the Archon quest as much as she should have. Since we learned in the most recent one that Grey Lord Rukkhadevata wasn't called to assist Celestia with the Cataclysm from 500 years ago, but rather she was in with the second corruption Irminsul thanks to the forbidden knowledge of the Abyss. And it was when she had died trying to deal with that Nahida, aka Lesser Lord Kusanali, was born from the purest branch of Irminsul. And while Archon Quest Chapter 1 Act 3 shows us that Ganyu and by extension Zhongli know about the new Archon being born, neither of them informs that they know about what happened to Kusanali after the Cataclysm. And honestly, it would be unlikely that Zhongli fully knew everything. What with how information regarding Kusanali was very limited thanks to the sages, alongside the fact that Rukkhadevata was completely separated from everyone else, meaning that there weren't many who would have known about what had happened to her. But let's assume that your assumption is correct and that Zhongli did know about Kusanali's condition. I would then like to ask, why would the Geo Archon of Leeway deal with a Sumeru issue when he has to take care of his own region for 500 years? Especially since, may I remind you, Zhongli has only recently decided to no longer lead the people of Leeway and is now actually able to do other things such as interact with other regions like Mondstadt. And also, why only Zhongli and not say Venti, an Archon that we know has not only disappeared from his own region from time to time, but also has, in certain cases, helped others from different regions, such as calming down Zhao before he fell victim to his karmic death. Now, I know why. These mean that Venti also wouldn't have known much because, again, Rukkhadevata wasn't around the other Archons for the Cataclysm, and you yourself stated in the comment section of this text that a possible reason for music to be banned in Sumeru was that Venti could have caught wind of Kusanali's imprisonment, quite literally. But then that raises a new problem. How come Venti can get an excuse, but Zhongli somehow can't get a similar excuse? You don't just get to have an excuse for Venti, but complain about Zhongli not helping Nahida despite being the same person who knows a fellow Leeway god. Also, something, how does knowing Goba tie into anything? Honestly, that bit in particular just makes it seem like you want to make Zhongli look worse and adds nothing overall. What I'm trying to say, Tavi, is maybe you should try paying attention to what the story and lore is saying, especially when it comes to something as recent as the info about Rukkhadevata in the recent Archon quest, because not paying attention results in, well, something like this. Thank you and good night.